Okay, everyone, can you hear me? I hope you can. Kayla, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Uh-oh. I don't know if you can hear me or not.
You know what? I can hear you now. Awesome.
Okay.
Hello. And I do need to tell you this is being recorded so we can send it to all of your other classmates who are driving right now.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. Okay, let me know when you're ready.
I'm good to go.
Awesome. Okay, so this is the data analysis sheet. Did you get a copy of it?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Okay, so on this sheet, it has basically the tabs on the left-hand side, and they are in, I guess, reverse chronological order. It's starting from September the 30th, and then it branches back. And
Okay.
so the goal for this research is, well, my research study, and then I'll talk about yours, but my research study is to figure out exactly how the individuals who are living in these super expensive apartment complexes in Houston are interacting with their apartment complex online. So basically, if the Census Bureau wants to come in and say, hey, I know we can't get into these apartment complexes to administer the census, but we can make a guide or suggestions for the apartment complexes to interact with their residents by maybe it's sponsoring a happy hour and you talk about the census. I know that sounds kind of weird, but that's what people, or it seems that people are responding to. So, and then also like which hashtags they use. So basically we're looking at what they're doing, what four apartment complexes are doing in order to make suggestions for other apartment complexes to talk to their residents about the census.
Okay.
Okay, so I know that's big picture, but I just wanted to tell you about that.
Okay.
There's some tabs at the bottom. It says Vantage Medical Center, Millennium Kirby, Market Square, I think it's Tower, but it says Market Square Toe, which they need to think about that period. And then Circle at Herman. So these apartment complexes are super, super, super expensive. And so you're thinking super expensive, and I think gated, and because most apartment complexes in the Houston area are gated communities.
Right.
So I'm looking on the left-hand side. As a rule of thumb, whatever is on the top, so demographics and engagement and current outreach strategies, that needs to be the same for all four of the tabs at the bottom. So if you update something on here, you need to update something or the same thing on the other tabs.
Okay.
So let's just dig in and go. I'm actually going to start at the bottom. Okay, so this one says, you know what? Let's see. I'm trying to see if the one on 260, can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yay! Okay. The one on 265, I'm trying to see if that corresponds with the tweet from 271 or is it another one. So let's see. You know, it seems, okay, that one didn't have one. Yeah, it seems like that is the tweet from, I'm scrolling down again.
From June 2nd.
I think so. Yep.
That's what it looks like to me.
Mm-hmm. So every time you see a tweet, you're going to put a 1 in this column. So that represents one tweet. So June the 1st had, you know, and this was a tweet for that June the 1st date. So it says number of retweets, none, number of likes, none. So you don't put anything there. And then it also didn't indicate that it had comments either. And actually, just for my sanity, let me look at which group are you in, Kayla?
4. Is that the healthcare one?
That is perfect because that's one that this one with the high schools?
Well, we're supposed to be healthcare. No. Wait, I'm getting your two classes mixed up like I always do. My 5310 is the healthcare one. So yes.
Got it.
That was the right one. Because we got the message that was like might want to adjust our questions.
But if you guys can, okay, so in small towns, high school football and basketball are like the thing.
Life. Yeah.
Yes. And so what you guys can actually use this to your benefit by
Okay.
saying, especially with hard to reach rural populations, if you can find some research, and I know it's out there, about high school football being like the it thing in small towns, especially in Texas, then if you can reach people through the high schools, and the high school parents and people are really going to focus on the high school athletics, then and those are mostly not tweeted, but I guess tweeted. No, you guys used Facebook, right? No, let me see. You guys use Facebook.
I think so.
Yeah, I think you guys did.
A blur. I have no idea.
No, that's okay. I think I pulled all these from Facebook. So from Facebook, it can tell you how many comments and shares. So you guys are going to be a little bit different. But if you can tell the reader how much of a big deal high school football is, and high school sports and high school students, period, in small towns are, and then relate that to the census.
Right, because
So,
generally the high schools in those small towns are just like the hub of the city.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So if they can hold like census, like figure out what is engaging these small town residents, like we're thinking about HICO, for example, HICO residents, what are they engaging with on the site?
Okay.
So for example, and we're going to have to update this for you guys. So I'm looking at post on line number 3. This one is going to update to reflect a number of, I guess,
posts.
Let's see, number of Facebook posts, or maybe Facebook post number.
Yeah, that'll work. And then, like, instead of retweets, just shares.
Number of shares. Now, Facebook does it have? Well, yeah, it does have likes.
Yeah, it has likes.
Okay. Likes, comments, yes. Now, pictures are going to be a little bit interesting. So whenever you paste them on a Excel document, it's not going to include the picture on here.
Okay.
But we can just say overall, most posts need to include a picture. So I'm going to delete that. And then you can include hashtags on Facebook, but what else would you include for Facebook? Just run-of-the-mill items that you would include on a Facebook post. I guess I'm looking.
Pretty much the bread and butter of it all. I mean,
We can start with that.
Because even a like, it has the different emojis for it. I mean, and it doesn't show where you could break that down.
So let's just see where it goes. Okay, so congratulations to HICO High School seniors Laurel and hey, who is this? It says Walker. Oh no. Did they disappear? Okay. So hopefully they'll come back. But it says, congratulations to HICO High School seniors, first name and second name. They received the Burden Lawless FCA Scholarship Award while attending a luncheon at the Ridgewood Country Club in Waco. That's a lot of information for a post.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we maybe...
Those small town people don't quite get that less is more sometimes.
But that's okay. SEO, hopefully. But maybe we put awards or recognition.
Yeah, or shout outs.
Okay. Let's see. So we can put, oh, I guess they did. And we can update that, but.
Okay.
Okay, so this one actually had, Facebook post 1. And I'm going to check out number because what's going to happen is that at the end, when we get at the very bottom, it will automatically calculate this for you. So we'll just put a 1 here.
Total.
Number of shares, how many? That one had 7?
7.
likes.
It just says like, comment, share, comments. It doesn't say how many likes.
Okay.
What about views? What if we did views? Because it's got, what is that, 121 and 120 others?
I think the 121 represents the number of people who like the post.
Oh, okay.
So Samantha Ballard, she's one of the people that we're friends with on Facebook. And so it says Samantha Ballard and 120 others. So I think the total number of likes is 121.
Oh, okay.
So at the end of the study, we can actually say like this post, or we can sort it by number of likes, and we can say these types of posts have the most engagement. And here are some common elements. They do awards, they do recognition, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Comments, does it say?
It doesn't say how many, it just says.
Look at 23.
Was it all one thing?
Mm-hmm.
It just says view 6 more.
So I'm assuming, and I'm making a big assumption here, but I think it's correct, that Kay Kendall and Judy Whiteford plus 6.
That's kind of how it looks to me too.
So total of 8, and then no hashtag?
Nope.
Would you include anything else? Oh, athletes or athletics?
Oh yeah, there you go. What is the 1W? Is that like
1 week ago? Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's the first one. So if you don't see anything else.
Oh, what about reminders? It says it like a lot of schools are really good about, hey, don't forget.
That's a good tomorrow's picture. Well, there you go on 25. Yeah. So let's start from the top. This is Facebook post 1. Number of shares 1. Number of likes none.
20. What is 22?
None.
On 31.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 22? 22 likes?
That's what I think.
And 1 share. Okay. And that would be consistent with the one above it.
Right.
And then I guess it's reminder. Would you add anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know what play is, but.
You know what? That means video.
Ah.
Okay. So we'll put a 1 for video.
Cool.
So at least we can see like which ones.
I bet if it's not a video, it may be like a GIF, is it a GIF or a GIF? However you say it.
You know what? I'm going to go to Heiko High School on Facebook.
And see what it was.
Mm-hmm. And that was on we'll just say a week ago?
Yeah, ish.
Heiko.
I bet is it GIF or GIF? I always say it wrong.
It depends on who you're talking to. I'm serious.
A girl at work says, it's a GIF. I'm like, don't spell it. That's just weird.
Like a
GIF. It's one of those. Like, I think we just made it worse.
Hey, but it works, right? You know what she's talking. Well, is Heiko? Okay, this one says Heiko Secondary School, but is there a difference between Heiko High School and Heiko Secondary? Surely not.
Surely not.
Because Heiko's not that big.
Mm.
Okay, so that one was picture day. This ended in. Hey, Walker, are you still here? Can you hear us?
Is my microphone on?
It is.
Okay. I was trying to figure out if it was on or not.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I was listening and I was like, I don't know if my microphone's on. I don't want to interrupt.
No, feel free. And which group are you part of? I'm sorry, I don't have my spreadsheet up right now.
I can't. It's the one with this is for 5311.
Mm-hmm.
So the emergency ones. Oh goodness.
Got it. FEMA and.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
I'll talk about yours in just a couple of minutes. We had to do something interesting with this group because they wanted to focus on high schools, and some high schools don't have a Twitter account.
Right.
So we're looking at, but I guess the format.
Especially rural ones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like Facebook is the go-to.
Right, yeah. Right. I think in this area, a lot more people use Facebook, like in the Texarkana, Hooks, New Boston, like they all use more Facebook than Twitter.
So I have a question for you.
Yes,
okay, which program are you part of? grad program?
I'm part of the program where I am trying to get my 18 hours so I can teach speech again. Because,
No,
like, I don't know what program I'm a part of.
that's okay.
Same.
I'm just
No.
getting speech hours, speech credits so that I can teach public speaking again as dual credit. And this is my best way of getting my 18 hours is all online. And Charlton had the best program. Like, I reached out and they were like, this is the program you need to do. And I was like, okay. Because I have my master's in theater. And so I teach theater appreciation courses online for a college in Mississippi. And
Yeah.
I was teaching public speaking, but they took it away because they went under an audit and they said, you can't teach this anymore, even though one of the deans had gotten it approved. It's been a big mess. So I love
Sounds
teaching
like
public
education.
speaking. So what did you say, Kayla?
Sounds like education.
Oh, right. It's always something. So
Okay, it was a video. I found it.
But it's what would you classify this video? I'm seeing it. We will also be taking JH football.
I don't know what to categorize that as. It's definitely not a GIF.
Like is it text on? I don't know. Not a GIF.
Yeah, that's funny. It's informative. It's just, oh,
While you're thinking, I just want to tell Walker, I was in your neck of the woods last weekend.
oh, okay. Where were you?
Well, I crashed a A&M Texarkana. I guess we were just viewing the campus, and I was up there for another meeting. So I was like, let's just swing by the campus, and it happened to be preview weekend, so that was interesting.
Right.
And then we stopped by Dirt Cheap, so my weekend was made. So we headed back to Texas.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, because I teach on the Arkansas side, but I live on the Texas side.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, the town seems very complicated, but it works.
Yes, it does.
What about just a graphic?
But it's a moving graphic. Because it's saying picture day is tomorrow. We will also be taking JH football, JH volleyball.
So I guess it would be considered a video.
Yeah.
It is, but it isn't.
So maybe a video commercial?
Is it one of those hype videos that they're using?
It's just a video with text.
Oh,
so like almost like it reminds me of like a slideshow is how they've probably created it. But it's like, it just says picture day is tomorrow, and then it tells them all the pictures that they're taking on the next 5-second video.
Okay.
But it really didn't get a lot of engagement. That's what the interesting thing is.
But if you go to Facebook, and like, so it only had 2 likes, because we said 22. But it says it only has 2 likes on that actual post, and then 1 share and 127 views. Should we look at views, or because that shows who you've reached? They might not necessarily engage with it, but they've seen it.
But some videos autoplay.
That's true. But what is the 22 on line 31? That's what I'm wondering
as well. So it says 22 over 1 share.
Maybe it just got typed. 2 got typed twice.
Got it. Oh, got it. Okay, because it says 2 likes.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll put the 2 here. Number of shares 1, and then text commercial.
Yeah.
And reminders. Okay, let's go to the next one. So there will be a barbecue benefit and silent auction for Kaylee Howell. Reminder.
Yeah.
Facebook
7 likes.
7 likes.
2 comments.
2 comments.
4
Facebook
shares.
was 1. How many shares? 4?
4.
No. Okay.
Okay. Well, this is making more sense.
So you're going to go through all of these, but we updated the stuff on the top. So like common
go through the other tabs and do that.
Yeah, got it. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So those will be pasted.
Did you just do that already?
Mm-hmm. Well,
really quickly.
Yeah. So
so it's just those 3 high schools that we need to organize?
That's it.
That's all we do this week?
That's all you do this week.
Plus the 2 articles and then the responses to those?
Yes, ma'am.
That feels like it's so much easier to talk to somebody. Because, like all this stuff, you read it and you're like, okay, like I'm not even gonna lie. I looked at it Monday and I just shut my computer. I was like, nope, not today.
I felt the same way.
Columbus Day off and I am not trying to read this.
But you're like, okay, let's hit the ground running and figure out what it looks like. Let me see. Which group are you part of, Walker? It's group.
I gotta close. Let's see. I gotta minimize this. Hold on, because I have it up on a different screen.
I want to do one of these with you with 5310 too.
The research.
Yes.
I'm in group 1, reducing risk. That's group 1.
Well, I got to tell you guys, I haven't told everyone else, but I guess I'll know now since it's being recorded. But we were just contacted by the Texas Emergency Management Agency, and they're having a conference coming up in May, and they want us to present.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
That's cool.
So they're realizing what, the class is doing. Is that the same one, group 4? Where are you guys? Group
1.
Group 1. Okay, let's see if we can open this up. And what is right after group 1 in parentheses?
Reducing risk.
I just learned something else on how to do that on a Google Doc. That's cool.
What? Oh, open up a document?
No, like how you're searching for them all, because I always get mine all discombobulated.
You know what? I'm going to list this out. Okay. Group
2. Group 1 right there. The second one.
The disasters?
No. It says campaigns group 1, reducing risk. The second page.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
I touched it if my screen would help, but.
Well, thank you. All right. So you guys, you have a fun one. Fun one because you guys are looking at basically FEMA. So your tabs are at the bottom, and it says GOHESP, which basically is like for Louisiana, but it makes no sense, the acronym, but whatever. And then Texas Department of Emergency Management, and then FEMA.
Okay.
So you're seeing how they are reaching out to their to the people who follow them, because they have a lot of followers, y'all, like a whole lot, 11,000, to reduce risk so that people know an emergency is going to happen. But how are they reaching out to folks to say, hey, prepare, hey, get your stuff in order? So looking at Louisiana first, whatever GOHESP stands for, you're going to look at that first one. So I just pulled the ones that were, let's see.
I was going to ask, so you built this page for, like, you did all this stuff, you pulled in the information on the side, right?
Okay. And we just digest it.
You got it.
Okay, because that's what I was confused. I was like, who already pulled all this stuff in here? Where did it come from?
You're a crazy professor. This was not easy, y'all. They changed a lot of stuff on Twitter, and I worked on this for about 4 hours on Monday. It was bad. It only let me paste 3 tweets at a time.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, but I didn't use TweetDeck was the way that I was able to pull multiple ones at one time. So TweetDeck saved the day. Twitter did not.
So you can pull up all your columns.
Yes, I'm like, I said some choice words, but not too choice. So looking at FEMA, I'm on the 3rd tab, and looking at FEMA, it talks about Puerto Rico and Dorian. So if we, in the first column, which I guess is column B, we're going to place a 1. So we're going to place a 1 for every tweet. And at the end, instead of counting, we had, 500 tweets, for this study will not be 500, but we'll have 500 tweets. You don't have to go through and manually count those. It will auto calculate it for you.
Okay.
So with the number of retweets, it says, I'm looking on line number 11, and it says 99 retweets, 99 likes, which is interesting.
Okay.
Now, this one included a reply, so I'll put number of replies instead of comments. And how many? 7?
7.
We do not know if it included a picture. So we'll take pictures out of here, but we'll just say pictures are our best practice.
Okay.
Do you see anything else that would be a common element of the tweet? You know what?
The avatar.
Yes, it's avatar down there.
Wonder what that means.
I don't know.
Is that their makes me think of like a Bitmoji. I'm gonna pull them up on Twitter.
That's what I was wondering. So when we see this information, like, do we need to go and find it on Twitter to dive into this more, or do we just look at what's over in the left-hand column?
We're going to take it at face value because I'm the one who wanted to do the hard work this week. You guys are just analyzing it.
So we're just analyzing everything in this column just so that it's all like we see the snapshot of
what the common elements are of effective tweets that they post, and then you're also seeing how they educate people about risk.
Okay.
So having just said that, I am going to put like common elements. And then I will also create another column, or I guess series of columns there we are. And this one, I just mentioned it, y'all, and I have almost 10 o'clock brain right now. I just mentioned, what else was it? Oh, reducing risk.
Because that's our topic. Okay.
So
the common elements, are we looking at this tweet compared to another tweet, or the common elements that are in just this tweet?
Just in this tweet.
Okay.
But for this tweet compared with other tweets, it's automatically going to do it for you because you're looking at this by tweet, if that makes sense.
Right.
So, can I say something?
Sure.
So I know you said I broke your rule. I went and looked at them on Twitter. So a lot of their videos have an interesting. It's their videos have sign language in them.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah. Not all of them, not consistently, but like there's one. Well, let's see. That one's retweeted from ReadyGov, but they had a chat.
What is the ASSMCA online? What is that? Is that part of American Sign Language?
I wonder if that's what that is.
And so, like, they have the support for those, like, because it says the support, 24/7 support is available with
the counselor.
Interesting.
That's cool.
And they retweet a lot from ReadyGov.
Which is weird because I would think that FEMA and ReadyGov would be the same thing, but I don't know.
It's probably part of the same tree.
So would you want to include tagged other accounts under demographics or common elements?
I would think maybe common elements.
Okay.
Right? I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have contact number, hashtag, included a hashtag or 2 hashtags in there.
I haven't figured out what the avatar is yet.
That's weird that it said it, you know. So that one we have. Did they talk about risk at all?
Just
hey, Haley.
So feeling stress, anxiety. Yeah.
I don't see anything.
I don't see anything about risk. It's just if you're feeling anxiety and stress. I might need to call that hotline.
What's that number?
I'm like,
look, they have it on the next one too. It says FEMA's avatar on a bunch of them.
That is so. I wonder if
you think that's their logo?
Maybe, yeah. So maybe it's their logo and it just doesn't read when you copy it.
Oh, it does. Look at number 8 on the TDEN. I just scrolled
Yeah, it's their logo.
Interesting.
Okay.
Avatar. Interesting. So
I was really kind of hoping it was a Bitmoji.
So let's look at the second one, or the second tweet that was posted on the 27th. It says nearly 3,000 federal employees in Puerto Rico are ready to respond. Emergency communications, logistics, and transportation teams are also positioned on the island.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm just going to do the demographics, and you guys talk about the common elements.
Okay, so it's a number of tweets. Where's that? Okay, take scroll.
Oh, wow.
It has 403 retweets.
Wow.
So I guess this is just the tweet. Like when you say number of tweets, it's just one for this. Okay, and then the number of retweets. Okay, 403 likes. Yeah, more options. Let's see. Include a hashtag.
We do. Haley doesn't.
What?
He said, y'all should have ate. She said, y'all should have ate. He said, nah, we wait for you.
Haley, we can hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on.
That's okay.
The microphone is
I
hot.
just wanted you to know.
Before it got too crazy.
So,
Yeah.
any Spanish in this one?
Okay.
No. No contact number.
I don't see Spanish on this one.
So would we just say information?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just information.
Or straight facts.
Yeah.
Okay. So would we say everything is pretty much covered with this one?
I would think so. That one's pretty short and sweet.
So just to get some variety.
The tagged other accounts, would that be the @ ones?
Yes. Did it have some?
It has @ReadyGov, but I would have thought, like you said, that would have been them. But
apparently, they're two different Twitter accounts.
Okay.
That is crazy. So you're like, which one do you follow?
I know, right?
Both.
And so just for some variety,
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually going to scroll down. Oh, okay. So this one says Gulf Coast. So that's when we were having our stuff, in the Gulf Coast.
Right.
And that would have a 1. This was on July the 10th.
Okay.
Retweets 81. Likes 91. Replies 1. Ooh, but you know what? This one actually included some emojis.
Oh, you're on July 10th? I gotta scroll. Hold on.
Oh.
I'm like, wait a minute, you're way down there.
But just to get some varieties that weren't like Dorian tweets.
Right.
Good old Dorian. Yeah, that one uses emojis or.
Oh, yeah. You're gonna make me on now.
Here we go.
So included a hashtag? No.
Interesting.
Ooh, these are
choice.
Ones. Okay, yeah.
Did they tag themselves in their own post?
They have like 1, 2, 3 different tags I see so far. Like
NWS.
Yeah.
And that's the weather service.
Yeah, get thread from NWS from safety, storm safety.
Oh, that's another one. So 508
is a different one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, because it says July 10th right there. Okay, got it. They tag themselves.
Really?
It is,
well, I guess it guarantees interaction, huh?
That's right.
So tagged other accounts. So they tagged NWS, but they included a web address. Would you include that under common elements?
Yeah, I would.
I think so.
The contact number, and that kind of goes along with that.
I mean, I'm not in the group, but I hope you make an executive decision for it.
Right?
And no Spanish, and it included emojis.
Yes.
But I guess it is reducing risk.
Yes, yeah. It's informative on safety.
So
A variety of alerts.
Weather alert.
Tweet.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what Q was, so whatever that was.
Whatever that is. Yeah.
I actually like the way that they did this. Anytime you see something and you're like, man, well, other accounts need to do this, just write a note on the document, maybe in A2 or 2A, but just write a little note up there to make sure you don't forget it. So I'm just going to insert a comment, and I will say, and you said something a few moments ago about the emojis.
Mm-hmm.
Because you'll want to include that in your research as well. So accounts should include emojis, but you'll forget about that by the time you start writing again.
Mm-hmm.
Like the ones that have the most solid, like I guess you'll start seeing a trend on like the ones that have the number of retweets or likes or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Now this one, I've never seen a downward facing emoji, but I really like that. So they retweeted something from NWS, but they're like, pay attention.
They're like, look at it right here. Yeah.
I'm like, I like that a lot. But that one received one reply.
Oh, yes.
55 retweets.
Retweet. 110 likes, yeah.
No hashtags?
I don't see any.
No.
And maybe I'll include retweet of other content.
Oh, yeah, that would be, yeah.
I feel like your yellow section is just going to keep getting bigger.
Yeah.
Would the retweet of other content be under engagement, though?
But you know what? Is it under reducing risk?
Right.
I could argue it either way.
Under everything. Okay.
Retweet.
Really subjective.
Well, reducing risk only has one, so.
I know. Really. I need to put a little bit more underneath there.
So let's see. Reducing risk. I can't type in there for some reason.
Huh.
I can't read anything else on my screen while this is up.
So we have retweet of risk. I don't want to say risky content, but retweet of risk content.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, which line was on, guys?
Oh, you.
I lost
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
We were in July or June.
July. It was back down July, yeah.
Oh, let's see. I think I just lost it.
Slow down. Okay, you're on July 9th.
You see it?
Oh, you lost it.
Oh,
there.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is.
Retweet of risk content. So a note to you guys, don't type up here and press enter. You can't get out. Don't do it.
I will probably do it. You told me not to, and I'll probably still do it. No, I'll be like, no.
So what else are we missing from this one?
Let's see. I don't know.
I guess it's educating the public.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that tweet on July 10th. Turn around, don't drown.
There you go.
Yes.
Unless
They're
you're
really
country,
doing a great job.
you have a big truck.
They're doing a really good job with these emojis in the tweets. I like it.
I do too.
So, do you guys get the gist of what we're doing?
Yes. I understand it a lot more now. I was just like, what is this?
And like the video you tagged in it was helpful, but this was even better. Like I feel like I'm a lot less stressed out about it.
Oh, definitely.
That's my goal, guys. That's my goal.
Now let's go switch to 5310 on that other tab you got up there.
What's up with 53? Oh, yes, of course. Give me 1 second. I'm actually going to copy this. Oh, well, shoot. Hold on.
And put it on her other tabs.
Yeah, but we're going to have to take out the ones. Let's see. Because we already have content on this one.
Wouldn't it be easier to copy it and then just go in and erase all the ones?
That's what I'm hoping. You never know, but that's what I'm hoping. So.
You know all the shortcut keys.
I'm trying. We'll see. It differs per week. And let's see if we can clear. You see clear? Clear. I don't see it, guys. Do you see it? Clear?
I see clear now.
My screen's too small.
Yeah, if it was, I think because you end up deleting things if you try to delete anything. But you cleared something. Oh, you cleared all everything, even the left side.
Let me see.
If you highlight that inside area, maybe.
Oh, there we go.
Boom.
You did it.
Done. And let me put this on the GOHESP. And y'all, this is going to be interesting to see how Louisiana differs from Texas.
Texas. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's all sorts of backwards.
I have
I see that.
So, yeah.
Family there, so I feel like I have like.
But they're using some emojis, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Oh no, but that's retweet from FEMA.
That's the reason why they have the emojis.
Mm-hmm. So let's go up to 5310 for those of you guys who were in that class.
Okay.
And let's see. I don't know if I updated my sample document. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Okay, so let me go to your group.
Speaking of your sample document,
Mm-hmm.
the parts that we used from this last section, I guess, or maybe that was in 5311.
I think that's in 5311, like your theoretical framework.
Yes, I stole some stuff from those stole. I'll say borrowed. But they weren't in the reference list, so that I couldn't add them to my citations.
If you ever come across that, please let me know.
Yeah, because I noticed that in our paper too. Whoever like pulled some information didn't cite, and they don't have it in the reference list.
Well, I cited it. It's on your sample one for our group, so I'll go and highlight them and be like, "There's no reference," and then I'll show you which ones.
Yeah,
that would be super helpful, so I can know where the missing links are. That would be awesome.
So I was like, "Oh, I want to read the rest of that," and I was like, "Oh, I can't."
It's not there.
And I was like, I'll just steal it for now.
Well, there you go. Now for 5310, do you guys know what we're doing this week?
it's the best practice. Isn't it the best?
Yes, it's that best practices list. But so we came up with some of them last week.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're just.
So basically, you are. You know how
you in my group for 5310?
Sure.
I think you are, aren't we? Yeah, the education one.
Nope. I tried to get into that one because I'm actually in education now, and that makes more sense. I'm in healthcare access.
Okay.
Actually, that's the one I just clicked randomly. So you're
Yay, winning.
So for this one, what you guys are going to do, you're looking at this at everything that you did for project 1, and you guys have so many windows open right now that it's a little bit difficult for my computer to keep up. So just bear with me. Mm-hmm. But you're taking everything that you did with the research that you guys did for the first project, like the research in the databases. Okay. Then you're also looking at what you guys did in week 2 by coming up with the 10 ways that people can use the technology.
Those are our brainstorming ideas. And then the sites that we put on there support those brainstorms, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And also last week, you guys did the interviews.
That was tough.
So this week, you guys are focused on, you're using A, which is project 1, B, which is project 2, C, which is project 3, to figure out what should organizations do. So you're looking at this
commonalities through the 3 of them.
Yes, ma'am. So if you're saying that this is a best practice, you can't pull best practices out of a hat. You have to tell, and you're giving this to the organization, you have to tell organizations why they should do this, and this is backed up by the first thing that we did, the second thing that we did, and the third thing that we did.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so the first, where did the suggested approach? Okay.
That's the research.
Devil's advocate on this. What if none of the research that we pulled correlate with the brainstorming that we did? Can we go back and re-brainstorm? Can we edit that even though we already turned it in?
You could, but especially with the healthcare piece, you'll find some commonalities.
Okay.
And if you don't, let me know and I'll help you brainstorm the commonalities and where those appear in your paper. But there are some definite commonalities.
Okay. And like I don't know, the people that I interviewed were like rural-ish people. But I couldn't find anybody that was necessarily with the healthcare industry.
And that's okay, because people who are around a rural area, they're going to have some interactions with rural health.
Right. Which some of the brainstorming, I mean, like that hits home for me too. I mean, like I had to drive an hour one way just to have a baby. So,
oh my goodness.
Oh Lord.
Yes.
Wow.
Super fun.
Yeah.
Don't hit the bumps.
But you made it.
I did make it. He was in no hurry.
So is it basically like each one you're just pulling like the best things that you found over A, B, and C, and then kind of filling in the blanks?
Yes, ma'am.
So like after best practice 1, to effectively inform and engage rural populations about blah, 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 organizations should, idea number 1, I have that proof. So you're basically just giving them the proof in the pudding. Like proof here's in the research, here's what we had our top 10 list, and then even people we interviewed said this.
So not only did our research say this, but also it appeared on our top 10 list, and it was backed up by an interview.
So
we could start with our top 10 list and look for those in our research and then match them that way.
You know what? I like that approach.
You could, yeah.
Because then I'm
thinking, so you want all 3 of them, or if it just came from like the group research, we would just fill in that one and then leave the other ones blank, or is it like you do all of them?
So if you take the approach that Kayla was just talking about, and you look at what appeared on your top 10 list and see if it was backed up by the research, and then see if it was backed up by the interviews as well. Or you could actually start with the interviews, see if one of the interviews, the interviewee's approaches was backed up by a top 10, because you have 40 of those, and then you see how that is backed up by the research.
Okay, but you want all of the best practices to be backed up by all 3 of those, basically. Okay.
Question, what do you mean we have 40 of those?
So the top 10 list, so you guys had
that brainstorm? Okay, but we only, second question, or 80th question. On that top 10 list, if we find that the group, we have one in the group research, but it's not one of the sources we used to back up, like, as I mean, like I picked 4 sources of like the main topics that I was kind of thinking like hit home for me the most. Do I need to go find another source?
Actually, if you look at the 10 that you came up with, and here's the thing, you also did some research for that one as well. You can still use that.
Okay.
So it could double up in the answers. Okay, gotcha.
So you still did research to find your top 10.
Right.
Well, and a lot of those topics, like a lot of those 10 topics under one section, like you said, you could rob Peter to pay Paul with you could argue them anyway.
So you're okay with us like using the same reference for some of the different practices?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because in the research, you guys didn't have to have like a lot, like you didn't have to have 20. So we're going to double dip for some of these.
Right.
Okay, cool. Well, that's not so bad. Then you just break all 10 of those up between your group members and say, I'll take one. Well, we only have 3 people in our group, so that kind of makes it heavy. But like some of those groups have like 5 people in there. Like you'd be like, somebody volunteer to take 2. Okay. Well, that makes me less stressed out too.
That's my goal, people.
Yeah, definitely a stress reliever tonight. That's good.
We should have weekly chats. I feel like this is better.
It definitely is.
Here's my thing. I'm just like, I need to know when there's a need, and when there's a need, we will have them. I'm serious.
I'll be the squeaky wheel.
So you guys, I'm going to save this on my computer, and I will attempt to upload it onto YouTube, but rural internet, we'll see what that looks like.
Yes.
And if I can get it done in time, I'll tweet it out to your group members. But after this chat ends, if you could let your group members know that you participated tonight and, which areas it helped you on to kind of solve some, or calm down some folks. Yeah.
Knowledge holders.
And yes, thank you. And let them know that I will post a video, if not late tonight, by early tomorrow morning.
Excellent. Okay.
Sweet.
Awesome. Thank you guys for joining in.
Yay. I feel so much better.
Sorry I came in late and made a bunch of noise, but
hey, you know
I just
what?
wanted you to know. Because I would have said, something if I knew that didn't know I was being recorded. And then
well, I never sometimes I'll realize if I muted it, but then sometimes I just can't ever find the button. So
Me too. Well, good night, guys.
Good night. Thank you so much.
Good night. Thank you. Yeah.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.